Unit 8. Lesson 6. Writing. Objective. Write a summary of a story. Identify main events in a text. Working with words, synonyms. Look at the picture. Who is he? He is Cheng Li. What is he doing? He is painting. What is he painting? He is painting a swan. Activity 1. Look at the story on pages 96 to 97 again. Find and underline. 1. The main characters in the story. The main characters are the Chinese Emperor Zhong Wei and Cheng Li, the best artist in the country. 2. Find and underline the main events. Do not include unnecessary information like small details or explanations. Zhong Wei wanted a painting of a beautiful swan. He asked Cheng Li to paint one for him. He waited for 3 years, but Cheng Li painted a perfect swan in 2 minutes. He was so angry that he sent Cheng Li to a land far away, and told him never to return to China. His servants found thousands of paintings of swans. Cheng Li had practiced every day for 3 years, until he learnt how to paint the perfect swan. Zhong Wei apologized to Cheng Li. Cheng Li forgave him and returned to live in the palace as the emperor's royal painter. Activity 2. This chart will help you write a summary of a story. Work in pairs to complete it with notes about the perfect swan. Someone. Who are the main characters? What do we need to know about them?
Zhong Wei, a Chinese emperor, and Cheng Li, a painter.
Wanted. What did the emperor want?
He wanted a painting of a swan.
So, what did the emperor do?
He asked the best painter in China to paint one for him.
But, what was the problem?
After 3 years, the emperor was still waiting for his painting, and he was furious. Then the artist painted a perfect swan in 2 minutes. The emperor was astonished, but he was still furious and sent the painter to another country.
Then, what happened in the end?
The servants found thousands of paintings of a swan. The painter had practiced every day until he could paint the perfect swan. The emperor apologized to the painter, who returned to live in the palace.
Activity 3. Read the summary of another story. Answer the questions.
Once there was a poor farmer. He didn't have any money and he was hungry all the time. One day he discovered a special goose on his farm. The goose was fat with lots of white feathers. Every day it laid a golden egg. The eggs were beautiful and shiny, and the farmer was very happy. The farmer sold the eggs and became rich. He had food and a warm house. He didn't want to wait for just 1 day each day. He wanted all the golden eggs at once. The farmer opened the goose's mouth. He reached deep inside the goose and to find more golden eggs, but there weren't any. After that, the goose never laid another golden egg.
1. Do you think it's a good summary? Why or why not?
It is not a good summary because it contains a lot of unimportant information.
2. What information do you think is most important? Find and underline it. Activity 4. Work in pairs. Use your notes from Activity 2 to write a summary of the perfect swan using no more than 100 words.
Once there was a Chinese emperor. He wanted a painting of a swan, so he asked the best painter in China to paint one for him. After 3 years, the emperor was still waiting for his painting, and he was furious. Then the artist painted a perfect swan in 2 minutes. The emperor was astonished, but he was still furious and sent the painter to another country. The servants found thousands of paintings of a swan. The painter had practiced every day until he could paint the perfect swan. The emperor apologized to the painter, who returned to live in the palace.
Working with words. Synonyms. Synonyms are words that mean the same. For example, big and large or fast and quickly. When you write, try not to repeat the same words. Think of synonyms to make your writing more varied and interesting. Look at the story on pages 96 to 97. Find synonyms for these words. 1. Strong. Powerful. 2. Angry. Furious. 3. Go back. Return. 4. Surprised. Astonished. 5. Fantastic. Magnificent. 6. Very bad. Terrible.